Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the atmos character of our world around us, and today I will just tell you briefly the story, how I was actually mentioning it. I was mentioning it in some of my previous video, but now I will dedicate one video solely to this issue. I will tell you how corporations connected with the main and more local politicians of European Union structures want to earn money on the citizens of European countries, actually want to rob the citizens of European Union, because we know that very often governments to force people to dedicate to something, to sacrifice something, they always or very often try to use some ideological motivation, ideological justification, or political one, which one stays close to the other. We know that very often good in quotation argument for citizens, for dedication, for sacrifice of their own goods, even their own lives, is war. Another argument that the governments are using now for citizens to resign from their habits and sacrifice something and dedicate and of course pay another taxes is climate. Yeah, we see that the same people who were telling 30 years ago that there is a global cooling coming and we will freeze because new ice age is supposed to come. The same people, activists and pseudoscientists, were later telling about 15-14 years ago that global warming is coming and we will have our planet warmed up so much if we don't do anything that we will not be able to live anymore on this planet. And now the same people are telling us that global climate change is coming and the south is getting warmer and the north is getting cooler, or vice versa. They change the version all the time. I still ask you to look at the main covers of one of the issues of Times newspaper, 1978. There is a penguin on it, on the tip of the iceberg. Are you ready for new ice age? And in 2008, another number of the Times, there are soldiers planting a tree. Are you ready for global warming? And now, maybe soon we will have another cover of this leftist newspaper. Are you ready for climate change? In what direction? No one knows. In the direction people who have power tell you. But what's happening in the European Union? Slowly bills are being passed that modernization of the buildings which are older than some date, the date of their construction is lower than some dates arbitrarily selected by officials, will have to go thermomodernization. Of course, it's not for people, it's only for companies and people who are connected with these companies, mainly politicians, earn money from the public budgets of many countries, because there is no rational, no scientific justification for such modification. Of course, electric cars and forcing people to buy electric cars to rescue European motor industries companies which are not able to compete with their American, Chinese, now even African and South American counterparts. So they want to secure the European market for themselves, and many other companies producing such idiocy like pumps of the heat or heat pumps. I don't know how to translate it, but one should see that these strange devices are supposed to replace traditional heaters or traditional electric heaters, or simply the chimneys in our houses, because of course we are not eliminating chimneys in contrast to this, what they tell us to save the planet, because influence of human activity on the climate is very debatable. If there is any, it's very little. Geochemical processes and volcanic explosion have much more to say than human activity on the climate variations, which are not so huge in recent years. So we shouldn't be worried, and the only European Union countries which are supposed to go into this green madhouse, pseudo-eco madhouse, are not having much impact in the CO2 emission. That's why we see that this is only motivated, ideologically motivated reason to introduce new taxes in the name of the protecting of the environment. Yes, especially with photovoltaics, many batteries and heavy metal pollutions, microplastic pollutions, and. That's why we should oppose this madhouse, because this is another way for green European socialism to impose horrible taxes and take away from many citizens of European Union countries their last property they have. Green European communism and great process of disowning in the name of the climate protection is coming. We have to be aware of that and act against it. Time to wake up. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.